So in this video, I'm going to help you go from a free loadout to a loadout which provides you with a safe pocket, some more utility, and it's not going to break the bank. Here, I've just finished a free loadout run, and I've ended up with a stitcher, a couple of bandages, one shield recharger, and a light shield. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to the traders and go and visit Lance. Now, what you can actually do with the free loadout augment is you can swap it for a combat Mark 1, a tactical Mark 1, or a looting Mark 1. Now, in this video, we're going to go for the looting Mark 1 because this is A, a budget build, and B, it gives us the more slots. The combat Mark 1 and the tactical Mark 1 can take a medium shield, so that kind of goes against what we're going for in terms of the budget. So we're going to get our looting Mark 1 augment, and you can see we've got a few more slots now, and we've got a safe pocket. Now that we have our looting Mark 1 augment, we're going to head over to the workshop and we're going to start to craft our quick use items. We're going to want 5 bandages. It's only fabric, so it's not breaking the bank, and you're going to want to craft 5 of these. So now we've got our bandages, we're going to want our shield rechargers. A bit more expensive to build. You need arc power cells. You get these from killing arc. But it's still not a massive cost, and you're going to need these anyway. Rubber parts you just get from Scrappy. So we'll build 5 of those. Now we're going to head over to medical lab. I take adrenaline shots in every raid that I go into. They're dead cheap to make. They're going to get you out of scenarios. They're going to get you into scenarios quicker. And they're just all around a great purchase and very cheap to make. Perfect use of adrenaline shot coming up here. The final item we're going to craft here is actually going to be in the utility station. And it's going to be the little smoke grenades. Now, again, these are really cheap to make. These are great for getting you out of scenarios or potentially helping you extract. This right here is a great example of the smoke coming into play. And again, these are cheap, just like the adrenaline shots, really cheap to make and a good little item for the cost. So now we've got our items. You can see it's added up the bandages and the shield recharges for us. So we've got 5 of each. We're going to add in the rest of our items, the adrenaline shot and the smoke grenade. And also, I've just realised our light shield that we got from our free loadout is slightly damaged, so let's just repair that. Again, this does not cost a lot to do, so it's 100% worth doing that. Now, of course, we are missing one vital component, which is ammo. So let's grab some light ammo. In fact, we will craft it, so you can see what that takes as well. Again, it's pretty cheap to craft this. I would always go in with like 100 at least, especially if you're just starting out. You don't want to go in with too little, and you also don't want to go in with too much. Now, the other upgrade I would potentially make to this, if you can upgrade your Stitcher to a 2 or a 3, it doesn't take a lot to get it upgraded. But again, this loadout we're going for relatively budget, so I'm not going to upgrade it in this instance, but if you can, I would. And the other thing I would also do is add in a extended light magazine, if you can, just to give you those extra mags, the extra rounds, sorry. Now, what I would also recommend, again, if you can, craft yourself a ferro and take that in as your secondary, mainly for killing arc. So of course we're now going to need to add in just take 40. If you're only using it for killing arc, you know, it's not going to do a lot of damage to players, but it's a nice... If you can get your first shot in with a Pharaoh and a headshot and then follow up with your Stitcher, it's a decent little combo. But I'm mainly taking this in for killing arc. So that is everything I would recommend on a budget loadout. You've gone from a free loadout to a loadout that contains a safe pocket, mobility items, smoke, shields, health, a secondary weapon. Of course, this guide is only really relevant to newer players, but if you have enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe for more like-minded content.